just gonna wait for a second. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go into this because I can save it later and people can see it. I'm talking to myself right now, but that's okay. Okay, so guys, many of you may know I fractured my foot. I haven't been at work, but that really sucks, but it's actually been a really, really amazing thing for me. I've had a lot of opportunity. I've had the opportunity to do a lot of personal development. So I'm going to kind of talk about that, and I'm going to talk about goal setting for the new year. I've found an extremely effective way to write goals for yourself that I truly believe will help you accomplish them for the new year. So I'm going to go through that. All of this is based upon a book that I got. This year I will. It's by Tiffany Louise. She's actually a licensed social worker, licensed clinical social worker. So I'm going to go through this and just share. This is going to kind of be a little bit personal because I am going to share some of my goals and just some of my responses to this. So bear with me because this is very personal, but I hope that this helps you set your goals for next year, helps you make a plan of action, and helps you execute that plan of action. So first off, oh my gosh, my daughter's being naughty. Okay, first off, nope, we are not going to play with those. Go find a toy, please. Sorry. First off, the first step in writing your goals and putting those goals into action is to write your goals. So what this book has you do is it has you focus on 5 goals. 5 goals, no more than 5 goals. So you'll write down those 5 goals. From those goals, you are going to write your why for each goal. Why do you want to focus on this goal for the new year? Okay, so with that why do you want these goals to happen? How is it going to make you feel? What is it going to do for you? Why do you want these goals to happen? Okay. Secondly, so I kind of actually already said this, but how will accomplishing these goals make you feel? All right, and then so that's the second step. The third step is if you take a look at your life a year from now, what does your life look like? What does your life look like a year from now after you have accomplished those goals? How do you feel? Where are you at in life? Who are you surrounded by? Where are you living? What are you doing? Basically, what has accomplishing those goals done for your life, for your family's life, all of that. So that's the third thing. So oh, that's holy bananas. I don't know how many fingers I'm holding up. So that's the third thing. I'm looking at what your life looks like a year from now. Okay. So the next thing is listing your 5 core values. So this is really, really important. Writing out your 5 core values and writing out how your goals align with your values. So writing out your 5 core values. What are your 5 core values? And how do your goals that you wrote for your new year, how do those align with your core values? That's very important to make the connection because many times when oh my goodness, my daughter's being so bad right now. Many times when your goals do not align with your core values, it makes it really hard to accomplish those goals because it's not something that's valuable to you. It's not something that aligns with your morals. So it's important that your it's important that your goals for your new year align with your core values. And that will help you in accomplishing them. I'm so sorry. My daughter's crying now. And then the next step, so this is the 5th step. What obstacles will you have to overcome to achieve those goals? No matter where you're at in life, no matter what you're doing, you are always going to have obstacles. So it's important to think about now, what obstacles will you have that might get in the way of you achieving those goals, and actually writing out how you can overcome those obstacles. That's where your action plan is going to come into play is, hey, I'm studying for my CPT. One of the obstacles that's going to get in my way is I have a 2-year-old daughter. So what can I do to be able to give myself time to study? Okay, I'm going to tell my husband that he has to watch my daughter on Sundays, and I'm going to go study on Sundays, stuff like that. And then that is that. So listing out your obstacles that might get in the way of you achieving your goals, and then making an action plan how you will overcome those goals. And then lastly, and this book actually has a lot more and it goes further into depth, but I'm just kind of touching the surface on this. The 6th thing will be, and this is a huge one, I think, for all of us, writing out your doubts. So what doubts do you have about achieving your goals for the next year? What doubts are you having as you write down your goals? What doubts have you had in the past about achieving your goals? Writing down those doubts is going to be so empowering for you when you're able to get out your doubts, that negative thinking. When you're able to get those doubts written out, that's going to help you, see that, hey, this might not be a valid thought. My daughter's pretending to pour milk on me, so that's great. When you write down those doubts, though, what you need to do is you need to write an empowering response. So I have doubts that sometimes I'm not good enough for, doing what I want to do in the future. So what is an empowering response? I am good enough because I am a unique individual who can bring a lot to the table, and I can bring a different perspective as I have had different life experiences. So there is number 6. So I am going to go through these real quick. I know this video is kind of long, but I just kind of want to give you an example of how I did it and how it's kind of helped me, just because I think this can be truly valuable to anyone who is writing out their goals. So I'm going to start from the very top with my 5 goals. And I'm sorry, I'm holding on to this, so I'm flipping through. Okay, so my 5 goals for the new year are to complete and pass my CPT test. So CPT stands for Certified Personal Trainer. My second goal is to graduate college. I haven't done so yet. Oh my goodness gracious. I've had a lot of obstacles get in my way, but we are going to do it 2020. 3 is to record a podcast episode every week or video to motivate or empower people. 4th is to dive deeper into my journey with God. 5 is to pick an organization to volunteer with and volunteer throughout the year. Yeah, you do, Amanda. And I plan on, guys can either buy this book, or I'm going to make some I'm going to make some documents for this, and that way you guys can download them at home and you don't have to buy the book if you don't want to. It's just not going to be as in-depth because copyright. Don't want to copyright. So next we talked about writing your why. So I'm going to read this. I don't know where my piece of paper went. Okay. Ooh, my goodness. My daughter's trying to step on my fractured foot. Okay. Why do you want these things to happen? How will they make you feel? How do you believe you will change or receive by achieving them? So number 1, my CPT. My answer to that was helping others has always helped me feel fulfilled. I want to help people grow and get better. This will help me feel like I have a purpose. My life will change. There is so much power in changing the life of those around you. Okay. 2, graduate college. So my why, how I feel, all of that. How will my life change? I want to be someone that can finish her goals regardless of the hurdles. Graduating college will help me see that I can overcome any obstacle in my way. I will feel accomplished, and more opportunities will come my way with my degree. All right. Number 3 is record a podcast video every week. This also goes along with my number 1. answer. I have a lot to offer the world and I want to share it. All right, and then I know I'm probably boring you guys. I'm not gonna go into the rest. You get the point. All right. The next one is, what will my life look like a year from now? So a day in my life would probably look pretty consistent from day to day. I would wake up early. I would wake up at 5 a.m., 4:30, read my Bible, pray, take some time for personal development, and then I would go work out after I would work. I would be personal training. My hope is, I'm not going to say that because I don't want you guys to know, and it's yeah, I don't want to jinx it, guys. Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter where I'm living as long as I'm with my family and we are safe. I will be eating healthy, no dairy or processed foods, working out 5 times a week, still spending time with family and friends. Okay. And some of these I actually have not done yet, so we're just gonna go fly by the seat of my pants. So, obstacles that I do have to overcome to achieve these goals. So, first off, I kind of gave my example. So CPT, it is all online. So one of the obstacles is having time to study. I hopefully will be going back to work soon. So finding the time and balancing life with family, friends, and all of that jazz. And what I'm going to do to overcome those obstacles is, again, I'm going to make it a plan of action. Each week I'm going to study, have my husband watch my daughter or somebody in our family. That way I can spend 4 to 5 hours studying, just all at the same time. My next obstacle, or my next goal, and what obstacles I might have, is graduating college. So I have been in college for such a long time, and there's been so many obstacles that have come in my way. But that's okay. That's a part of life, and obstacles help us grow. So first, in order to overcome those obstacles, I'm gonna think to myself, hey, obstacles are a part of life. I can still do this. One of my friends, I was shopping with her today, she told me that she finished 2 years of college, stopped, and then went back, and she's a lot older than I am, so, anything can happen. You can still have opportunities without degrees, but I just want to finish, so. And then writing down doubts. So as many of you may know, I do suffer from depression and anxiety, so negative self-talk is something I struggle with just constantly. Like it doesn't ever go away. It's just something that it's something I constantly struggle with. So sometimes when I'm trying to achieve a goal, I get in my head a lot. So that's why I'm really excited about actually taking the time to action plan and to write it out. And because I think writing it out has such power behind it. And I think that if I write my doubts out about like what's going to stand in the way between me and my goals, it will help me overcome. So I kind of gave an example, but okay, I'm going to go to my goal number 3. So what doubts do I have about recording a video / podcast? Some doubts, maybe people won't listen. Maybe people won't care what I have to say. Maybe I'll sound like a fool. I tend to ramble a lot, so I'm afraid that it might get boring, or I might not have content that people find interesting. An empowering response. I am a unique individual, and I do have a lot of experience to share with the world, even at my young age of 24. I feel like I have been through a lot more, maybe not more, but like I've been through a lot. I'm also more mature than a lot of people my age, and I feel like one of the biggest strengths that I have is I do have depression and anxiety, but I have not let it get the best of me. I still have goals. I still chase them. For someone who has depression, I'm actually very motivated, which I'm sorry, I feel weird giving myself a compliment, but hey, we're doing empowering responses. But yes, so those are my examples and those are goal setting. Amanda, I just love you. You're just so amazing. But so that's for writing goals. Again, I'm going to try tonight actually to write up those documents. It, again, will not be as in-depth as this book because of copyright. I'm not going to sell it or anything, but I'll make the documents for everyone. It's actually something I really like to do. When I worked at Wells Fargo, I was able to do a lot of team development, and I was able to do a lot of team development with people that I worked with, and it was something that I really enjoyed. So I just want to help develop people, and hopefully next year I can get into a job and career field that helps me do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you got some really amazing content from this. And be looking out for those documents. I'm probably gonna have to make a website or something because I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but hopefully Facebook will let me upload them. But bye, have a good night.